Excellent.
Hello, welcome to 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my brother Pedro. Hello, hello.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Pedro. Creative Tech here at Adafruit. Every week we are here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
Yes, sir. That's right. This is a show where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's episode 533. We're streaming live. It's July 1st, 2026. We're streaming on the usual networks, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. Sorry, LinkedIn. It didn't work out. I don't know why. Otherwise, though, we're hanging out in the Adafruit Discord server. If you'd like to join us in the Discord, the URL to get the invite is up there, the top right of our feed here. Discord.gg/Adafruit. That's the chat. We're hanging out there. We'll say hello. If you got any questions or comments, you can hit us up on any of those social channels, but also Discord, where you can share memes, GIFs, GIFs, all that good stuff. We have a prototype project that we're going to share. We got a Timelapse Tuesday, and we have a lot of community makes to catch up on. So hopefully we can get through everything. I think we can. So as we do it every beginning of the show, we'll talk about the Adafruit deals. We got some freebies and we have a coupon code. Let's start off with the freebies at adafruit.com/free. If your order is $99 or more, you're going to automatically get a free PCB coaster with a golden Adafruit logo, of course. And if your order is at $149 or more, you'll get that PCB coaster plus a free Adafruit KB2040. At the top tier at $199, you'll get the KB2040, the PCB coaster, and free UPS ground shipping for contiguous US only. While you're at the checkout, why not use our coupon code, which will get you 10% off your order. Today's coupon code, Chiptune, will get you 10% off your order. It's good for the next 24 hours. It expires tomorrow. So if you're watching, you have plenty of time to put your orders in today. And that is, of course, a special coupon code for all our viewers that are watching live. Cool. Giving some shout outs to folks on the Discord. Do Esther hanging out. Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you might be. Cool. We are good to
be. Where are we? The YouTube chat as well. Good morning, Elena.
Yes. I see here. Good morning. Thanks for watching us. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into what are you prototyping? It's my week this week. So we got a 3D printed assembled project. This is a collab project with Liz Clark. Lamar gave her a assignment to recreate a chiptune player using CircuitPython. And she came up with a cool CircuitPython code that will use the micro SD card from a 3.5-inch TFT FeatherWing, which is up here. This is the whole screen, so it's a touchscreen. And I came up with this cool retro-inspired arcade cabinet kind of thing, which houses the TFT FeatherWing. And then inside here is the Feather RP2350 with the 8 megabytes of PSRAM. And what's great about it is it comes with the SD card, so you can have your video game music files in here. So the chiptune player is, we talked about it last week, but the gist of it is that there is a special file type that is a .vgm or .vgz, which stands for video game music, right? And a lot of the kind of tracker music that normally is associated with chiptunes uses that file format. So what the CircuitPython code is doing is it's taking that file, the VGZ in this case, and it is using synth.io to play the individual tracks. So what I have here is so to do the audio, right, we're using an I2S DAC, which is the audio kind of interface that does the audio out. And then we have here is a little standard headphone jack. So you can use your headphones, or in this case, a self-powered speaker which we have here is the IKEA speaker. It's a nice low-cost speaker. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on, and then we'll play some chiptune music. So you can find chiptune music kind of like how you can find ROMs. You're gonna have to look for it for yourself. But Liz was able to write her own MIDI file and convert that into the file format. And the CircuitPython code takes it. She wrote up the code to write this interface. So you have here a list. It starts off with a list of the tracks that are on the SD card right there, the micro SD card. You have a little menu here. So if you have more items, you can do pagination. So you can go to the next and back. And then it gives you now playing. So I'm going to go ahead and play her song here. So very chiptuney. I'm just going to turn down a bit so I can talk over it. But you can see here it's got the progress bar. It's got the time elapsed, the time remaining, the title of the track, the author name. You have an option to repeat that song. And then down here you have more controls so you can stop it. That's Pac-Man, if you can hear it. So you can pause it. You can it'll automatically play the next track that's in the list. So I can pause and go back to the menu. And I think you can play it while you can go to the menu while it's playing, which is great. So you can see what you're playing there. And it shows right there that it's now playing. And it's a really simple interface for playing back these VG video game music files. But it's a great starting point. So if folks want to add more stuff to it, you can definitely have at it. And yeah, it's pretty standard. You probably add, you know, what is it called? Album art if you wanted to. There's plenty of real estate on the screen to do that. Nice. But yeah, it's pretty simple. We wanted to keep it simple so that folks can like add to it and create their own versions of it. Yep. So touchscreen is a 3.5-inch TFT. I believe it's 320 by 480.
That sounds good. Yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And yeah. So yep, just those three parts. You got the TFT FeatherWing, the Feather RP2350, which has the built-in goodies like the socket headers, and of course the micro SD card slot, which allows you to add external files and external storage. For the case design, I decided to create a little slide switch here because it has a built-in slide switch. You have access to that. It's so close to the STEM QT port that we didn't really need it, so I didn't expose that, but folks can update the case if they want. And then for the USB power, because the USB was going to be up here somewhere. No, actually the Feather's down here, right? It's somewhere inside there. So I opted to use the panel mount USB-C extension cable, which looks really nice. So I'm able to route that wherever I want. So I decided to put it in the back there. And then of course you have this really cool kind of feature for the audio out jack, which is on it's called the PSRAM 5102, which is the I2S audio DAC that allows you to do audio out, which is nice. And then I just have this audio cable going to this self-powered speaker. But of course you could have headphones if you wanted to use headphones. And most of it's all snap fit. I have these two screws here just to secure the PCB plate that houses the PSRAM 5102 I2S DAC. So that's what's inside there. But yeah, pretty simple build. Not too complicated. You just got to solder up 5 wires because the I2S DAC, that's how it's connected. I think that's pretty much it from there. Yeah, so there's like the side panels actually just snap fit. They have a little channel, and there's 2 parts to this. There's the screen comes up to here. You can see where it cuts off, and then the rest of this right here is one whole print here, which is just like a hollowed shell, and then you put these 2 together like that. And then you have this little additional thing here. Here, I can show you turning it on and off. So you flick it off, flick it back on, and then you also have the reset button here. So it's nicely, you can reset it there, and it takes a minute for the screen to update. But yeah, all done in CircuitPython. Liz Clark put it together, and pretty cool that we can use Synth.io to play back these chiptune files. I mean, it sounds pretty authentic, like the wave tables and all that, like the square waves and all that. It sounds pretty retro. And that's why I thought it'd be cool to make it like this, you know, vertical portrait arcade style thing. So it was really fun to put together, and it wasn't too complicated to assemble it. And so I wrote up the assembly pages, and the guide itself is in moderation. But if you want the code, it is up on the Adafruit Learn repo on GitHub, and the CAD files will be available on the Learn site once that's published. Lots of opportunity to add like graphics and stickers and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of surface area. It should fit within like an A1 Mini, like a Bamboo A1 Mini. You can definitely fit these parts. It's definitely under 200 millimeters cubed. So although it looks big, it's not that big. And there's no supports required for it either, which is nice because, yeah, it just prints in, it's all oriented like that. Print it in different colors if you want. You want to do like a different color scheme, you can go like more muted, or, you know, more like some blacks and grays and stuff.
No, I like
a lot of options
retro
there.
Yeah, I like these
the retroness,
pinks and blues.
Yeah, and it's an interesting case. If folks wanted to create like a little, I don't know, some sort of buttons here, you can remix this so that it can maybe play games or something. That'd be pretty neat. But yeah. This is the resistive touchscreen, so it's a little bit cheaper than the capacitive touch one. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. Yeah, simple but effective. Very cool. Awesome. So yeah, look out for the Learn guide. Hopefully we'll get published later in this week, if not next week, of course. And if you do want to pick up the TFT, it is out of stock, but I think you can get one from DigiKey. And then, of course, you can get the RP2350 Feather and the PCM 5102 I2S.
Oh no, they're back in stock.
Oh, they're back in stock. Yay. Yeah, love this one. It gives you a lot of features that are built in. Where is the web? Here it is. So yeah, if you do want to pick this up, why don't you get 10% off Chiptune? I'll mark off some monies from that. But it is a big display, 480 by 320, resistive touchscreen. You get the STEM QT port, the micro SD card slot, on-off switch, reset, and then additional socket headers. You can use the low profile or normal header pins. The design doesn't really care because the USB-C port is an external, thing, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't need any proper clearances or anything. So that's good. I haven't worked with this I2S DAC before, so this is the first time using that. What is it? The PCM 502. I think that one is in stock. Yeah, we're using this one here. So they come in different decibels, I believe. Yeah. So you pick your flavor of DAC. You can see here, yeah. So we picked this one. And if you remember last week, I talked about creating a 3D model of this one. So I need to actually get that file out there and link it to the guide. But otherwise, if you want to use this in a project, check out the Learn guide for it, and it walks you through using it in CircuitPython or Arduino. And there's some good demo code there.
Sweet.
We're doing, let's see, some tone generation or some wave playback, which works well. But yeah, interesting to use it as a legit chiptune video game music player. So that is pretty cool. Yeah. So once the guide is out, we'll probably cover it next week and walk through the assembly and stuff. But yeah, check out all the other guides too. Of course, last week Pedro had the Minecraft GPS guide. Aaron did a nice kind of update on WLED16, some new features. And then Tim C has a USB Morse code key code with CircuitPython. So
nice.
Very good. Excited with all the new I2S audio in stuff that Tim's been working on. I'm excited to work on the next project, which we haven't talked about, I think, but it's going to be a bit of like a Talk Boy remake with like CircuitPython audio effects, like echoes and delays and reverbs and stuff like that, where you speak into the kind of microphone and be like, hello, hello, and you can play it back and change the voice speed and stuff like that.
While we're on that topic, I was thinking when you were playing the music, I'm used to now the way that the Apple Music app does the auto mixing. I think it could do that on there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you'd be able to fade between
it.
tracks.
Yeah,
Yep.
like 8 seconds, like before the song ends, already starts like, I don't think beat matching, but at least
yeah,
fading.
you can at least crossfade them in. Yeah, since we have
so cool.
really good channel support, voice mixer, I believe it's called. Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So that'll be the next one. Yeah, good stuff. Let's see. Any comments on Discord?
Yes, there was one. Been saying he's been dreaming of working with that deck for wave work.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, definitely love audio decks.
He'll have an awesome example with that Talkboy.
Yeah. Also, Tim will be working like on a dedicated guide for I2S Audio In, which will cover how to use it, how to use the streaming, and then also USB audio. So you're able to use a CircuitPython board to behave kind of like a USB microphone, for example. So he's been doing lots of cool stuff on his stream. So definitely check out
the microphone
on doing all the I2S Audio In.
Super
do
cool.
Lots of reactive audio stuff. So super cool.
It's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Back how CircuitPython started off, and man.
Yeah, it's getting really, really nice.
It's so good.
Yep. Cool.
Yanni asking any cool arcade buttons for the arcade machine. If you were to expand on it, maybe those cool anodized aluminum anodized ones, probably.
Yeah, I'm seeing this like button board from Pyramony looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I wonder if you could add that to it. We also have one. I think Lamar made one. It's I used it in the Tetris thing. Yeah, this one. This would be kind of cool, just because it's already put together for you, and it has the joystick and all that stuff. So it's really cool.
And the stemma.
As far as like buttons, like there's a slew of buttons. It depends on how you want the feel. I don't think we've done too many new buttons. So arcade button. Yeah, we kind of got the same ones, the 30 millimeter ones and the 24 millimeters. They're kind of big. They're meant for like actual large size.
Yeah.
Only get even bigger. 16 millimeter.
Massive one.
Yeah, I thought we had 20. Yeah, here's the 24 millimeter ones. Those are way too big for this.
Yeah.
So that's why I recommended the gamepad, which just connects over I2C. Or maybe you could use like a USB feather host and just use one of these. That works well with the Fruit Jam. But yeah. Those are some options. Fun idea though. Making a little arcade. It reminds me of the Raspberry Pi arcade.
Yeah, Philippines arcade.
Arcade.
Smallest arcade.
Yeah, it was this one, right?
No, it was even smaller, where it was literally made out of.
Oh, it was made out of PCB stuff. Yeah, that's a little too small. I think it just used the normal tactile switch buttons in your fingers when you're done playing. But yeah, this was a cool one. It's kind of a blast in the past. And it used the 16 millimeter buttons, which with a little bit of tweaking, I think you can get the case to fit 2 of these. And then maybe use a navigation switch or something. There's I just got this too. It's called it's kind of like a Joy-Con. Look at this little thumbnail, or this little thumb stick. Yeah, these are out of stock right now, but I was able to pick one up, and I was hoping maybe I could use this for something. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone use it yet. Yeah, we also have these smaller ones, the PSP thumbstick. So for miniaturization, this is probably really good. Not sure if it has any drifting or anything like that, but You know? Maybe not. I don't know, because it's just a normal potentiometer, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's not a replacement for the switch, so that's good. And it has self-centering. Yeah, it's just two 10K potentiometers.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how it gets you thinking of like, ooh, what kind of arcade can I make with it? So yeah, those are some button options. Depends on what you want to do.
Very cool.
All right. So yeah, check back a couple days and we'll see if we can get that guide published.
Yes, I will ask about how you did the CAD for the slide switch next week.
Yeah.
Interested in that one.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to do time lapse and then we'll close it out with community makes?
Yeah. We got no shop talk that we can talk about.
Right. Yeah.
Jump right into this week's community make for Timelapse Tuesday is another pool themed print. We got this cool little diving penguin. I'm letting the kids pick these out. This one caught his eye because it is a pool themed one. I'm going to continue that on for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nice little bit of learning on how to orient your model. The default way that they had it was angling it at this 45 degree, and that kept falling off. So
oh no!
I was able to show him, oh, okay, sometimes you got to lay it down, add the supports on there for it to really get on. Not shown in here, but there is a little bit of assembly with pennies acting as weights.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah, we'll go into the overhead and show how that is assembled. Two pieces, as you saw, the belly slides right in to the rest of the body, and the little arms flap around. This is such a fun little toy. We were playing until the storms built up. Yeah, yeah, the Sinkies are super fun. Yeah, the Sinkies you can get at a dollar store, but it's always cooler when you're able to pick out your color and whatnot. Do the this is, I think it's 3 colors. You got the white for the eyes and the blue, and then the little beak there. I think there was one more color, but I was like, oh, let's just merge them together to just do 3 colors. Yeah. Nice little flappy wings. You have your holes on the side so the water goes in so it can do its little dive. Little arm chain link wings on the side. So it does do the little flap when it's going down. Like we were saying before, the belly, this slides out and you can attach some pennies.
Oh, okay.
Weights. I think it's still a little bit wet from the pool. And then left, of course, they left it outside while it was raining all night. So it is a little wet. So,
yeah.
So definitely one of those things that you have to leave outside. We're in the sun. But you can see it can take a beating. There is a bunch of scratch marks all over his head and the top there. And then I can't get these pennies out now.
They just press fit in them?
Yeah, they press fit in. I think it's supposed to be like the other way, but of course Declan stuck them in there the incorrect way, so now they're stuck in there.
They're stuck forever. Yeah.
So you're able to fit, I think it's like 8 pennies to act as the weight. So it draws it down. Beak first. Not a good design, as he was saying. He was like, why couldn't they make this where the beak's a little bit up so that when it goes down, doesn't, completely demolish the point there. So good. Has him thinking of how, he would have designed it. And then the slide, he didn't like the slide either. He was like, why can't it snap fit together?
Oh, right.
I don't know, kid. I didn't design this. So definitely good for, STEM, kids learning how they would have designed it better. Just overall observing how someone else's design is functioning in the real world. Super fun. This would also work, of course, in a bathtub or something like that.
Speaking of bathtub, yep. It's so the model's on MakerWorld. It's uploaded by Kim Creations on MakerWorld. And you got a couple of different color combos here. Here it is in that pool with a little bit of bubbles. That's flip up in there.
Yeah.
And you went with the blue.
Tons of fun. Yeah. another thing too. And was like, oh, you should have picked black. He's like, oh man, I really like the blue though, because it definitely blends into the pool.
Blends over the pool
with the blue. So either
Yeah.
yellow or black would have been a better color option if you want it to be visible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a free model, so if folks want to pick it up, print it out.
Super fun.
It is. You can print it in parts, right? So you don't need.
It prints in parts, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, you can do one color to save on the time. I did have to add a tiny bit of the butter, real butter.
Oh, where?
To work as smooth as it does, because otherwise it did not want to slide on. So that's the only thing. Just tolerance difference. I think it was a bamboo PS1 is what the profile was set up as, or what they designed it on. But
yeah, it's just normal PLA filament, nothing special, right?
Yep, nothing special. I think it's the
aware of the low melting point of PLA, especially in direct sun. Avoid that.
Yep. I mean, this didn't. It did a good job. It stood out there in the sun.
Yeah.
But then again, it did, get overcast immediately and then rain like all afternoon. So it didn't have quite a long time to melt or to get softened up in the sun.
Yeah. So a couple of folks here are like, the belly keeps flipping over. So
flipping over like
during the print.
Fell out. Yes. Yeah, I had to lay. Luckily, the bottom part is nice and flat, so you'll have plenty of the bottom here to just lay it flat.
Yeah. So when you opened it in the slicer, it showed it pointing up.
Yeah, I usually just do default whatever they set up, because I assume whatever they used to print worked. But yeah, you can see here it's literally just these tiny little pieces that are on the bed. So
wow,
tried a couple times, and I just kept getting
knocked off.
And when I was editing the time lapse, Declan was like, "Oh, you're gonna include the fail?" I'm like, "Yeah, man.
Of course."
It looks better than it, printing just flat.
Yeah.
Then we ran out of time for me having the camera recording, because it's like it only takes like 40 minutes to print the belly. I was like, by the time we get back home, the camera is going to be going on for 4 hours. Instead of doing that, just include the fader.
Right. Yeah. Cool. All right. If folks want to print one out, you got the link. Facebook doesn't like the link, but it's going to be in the description of the YouTube video, so and the blog post. So all good.
Super cute.
All right. Super cute.
Penguin.
Thanks to Kim Creations for making that one. All right, moving right along to the community makes. This week we have a couple to catch up on. So let's start off with a Permaproto feather case. This make was posted up by Dead Head Surfer on printables.com. Says thanks for making and sharing this. So it's the nice long full-sized Permaproto, just a little snap fit case. It's got a lot of venting holes or mounting holes. You can attach all sorts of stuff to it. So
nice,
very nice, very good. A couple folks have printed one out too. And after that, we have a remake. Is it it's just a make of the New Year's Eve ball drop that we did quite a few years ago. Looks like they took the model and shrunk it down a bit. It says this model has been beneficial for providing more access to this concept for blind people.
Oh, wow.
Which is more of accessibility. So that's nice. Awesome. And that was posted up by C3D on Printables.
Beautiful.
Next up, we have a really nice photo of the Keyblade from the Kingdom of Hearts video game series. And they say, I was so impressed with the model, the whole build. The screws were extremely intuitive. I printed the smaller handle guards and had to angle them with my supports at 5M. But when I get my Cobra X on the way, I'm going to maybe see about printing the bigger handles. Love this thing so much. And this was posted up by KNXW Body on Printables. And yeah, this is a nice community remix. A lot of folks in the community, they created remixes of shrinking the handle, because the handle's very big and it only fits on like 300 cubed printers. So some folks had like 250 and they shrunk it down. And that's great. And it looks like they have a custom wall mount too. And it just looks like really good. So lots of makes on this one. No electronics, just nice 3D printed parts. After that, we got a nice enclosure for the Circuit Playground. This is the Circuit Playground Shapes Edition. And this was posted up by Thingiverse user Zichin. And they said, nice model, works perfect. Yeah, interesting little case for your Circuit Playground. And then to round it off, we have the USB corded key set. And this was posted up by Ewan. And they remixed it to fit a Pro Micro. Yeah. And it says here, a simple remix of Adafruit's Eagle Bart's key set model to use Pro Micro instead of a Cutie Pie. And you can see here the models there, the parts. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very cool. Thank you, Ewan, for posting that up. And that is all the community makes. Thank you, everybody, for posting up your makes. And just want to remind folks, we do have a coupon code, Chiptune. Will get you 10% off your order. So if you want to order anything in the shop, things are back in stock. So it's a good time to put an order in. And that was my IKEA speaker shutting off and letting me know. It doesn't auto shut off when it doesn't have any audio input for like a couple minutes or so. All right. Well, I think we are gonna call it, because we're still catching up on stuff, and it's gonna be a short week anyway, since there won't be any folks on site, because 250th Independence Day is being observed on Friday, which will be June 3rd. But yeah, a lot of folks are taking it off. So summertime is in full effect, and we can definitely use the break. All right. Just some quick programming notes. John Park is actually traveling this week, so no workshop tomorrow. But I believe Tim was still going to do a deep dive on Friday. And that means Scott will be out, but we'll see what's next week. And yeah, I think we'll see if we can do show and tell. It's tentative week to week, so just be on the lookout on the Adafruit blog or the Adafruit Discord server, and you can get some info there. Otherwise, we'll be here next week, same time, same bat channel. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. We'll be here next week, like I said. But until then, remember to make a great day. Bye, everybody.